Hello.
Hello, teacher.
Hi, nice to see you again. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, and how was your day today? Can you please tell me? What did you do today?
Today, I went to school, then
Mm-hmm,
I go home and
mm-hmm,
I sleeping.
You went to sleep. Okay, and how was your weekend? What did you do on the weekend?
On the weekend, I stay at home in the whole weekend.
And what did you do on the weekend?
And like I stay at home and then I doing my homework. I do some exercise morning and then
Mm-hmm,
I stay in my room. No, um I go to the supermarket with my mom.
mm-hmm. Go to the supermarket. Okay, and what do you like to buy?
I go there and we just buy some food and fruit. Yeah.
hmm Okay, you like to buy some food. Okay, very nice. Okay, and after this class, what will you do after this class?
After this class, I think I will take a shower.
Take a shower. Okay, very nice. Now we have here, okay, a lesson, okay, culture and vocabulary, rise and fall. Okay, now let's see. Okay, now just one moment. Okay, now we will do, okay, this lesson. Okay, now can you please, okay, just one moment. Can you please read this question number one and give us your answer?
Um,
Discuss the pros.
Speaking
Yes, okay, continue speaking.
working pairs discuss the pros and cons of of the benefits system in your countries. What kind of people receive benefits? How much support should we give them?
Mhm. So discuss the pros and cons of the benefits system in your country. What are some good things and what are some bad things?
In Mountain benefit system, this one I don't know a lot about it. Yeah. The
Mhm.
benefit system in Mountain in Vietnam also.
Mhm. Okay, so what kind of people receive benefits? Who receive benefits?
The government, the peoples, they receive benefit.
They receive benefits. Okay, and what, okay, and how much support should we give them? Okay, so for example, to poor people, if you want to give to poor people some benefits. Okay, so what type of the benefits, for example, you think that people should give to them? So what are some benefits that people should give to the poor people?
Um, Support we should give them.
Yes. Okay, so what type of the supports the people should give to them? Okay, so okay, to poor people. Okay, so what do they need? For example, if you, okay, if you want to give something to poor people, what is something that you would give to them? What do they need? Poor people, what do they need? So what do you think? What?
Mm, the support I think is we need to give them a job. Like yeah, because I think
Okay.
there's a lot of people who have a job. I think
Mhm.
so.
Okay, so we need to give them a job. Okay, now, and what how about some other things that we should give to them? Okay, jobs is one thing. What other things should we give to them? Job is one thing that we should give to them. What is the other thing that we should give to them?
Like more higher salary.
Mhm. Okay, and why more salary? What do you think? Why?
Yes, I think like people must have higher salary. No, like that the support we can give it to them. That's just
Mhm.
idea. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, now let's see. Okay, now okay, and for example, okay, to the poor children. Okay, so what type of the benefits they need?
Benefits they need.
Mhm.
I think that's all we can support them.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay, and why? Why do you think so?
because the others they can do it by themselves. Like
Mhm.
we just give them a job. Yeah, that I think that's the most important.
Mhm. Okay, now let's see. Okay, now and what do you think? What do you think about giving them a free education?
Sorry.
About free education, free books, free education. So what do you think about giving them to the children? Do you think is that okay?
Mm, free education. Yes, it's okay in some. Mm,
Okay, why is that so important?
it will be okay in the orphanage
Hmm. Why do you think so?
because the kids there they also need education. Yeah, so and you can like give them free education. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, okay. Write me 5 sentences. How can you help poor people? Okay, so can you try to write for 5 sentences? How can you help poor people? Can you do that for me, please?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Fair food laws for money with for people to help them live better, teach them skills, or help them find a job so they can earn money. But
Mhm,
from there, buy from their small business to help them get money to start one. Support laws that make healthcare and housing cheaper for them. Spend time helping at shelters, food banks, or community centers.
mhm. Okay, and why is it important to have a community center, in your opinion?
Um,
Why is it important to have a good community center in this occasion?
it's important because it provides a safe space where people can learn and get support.
Mhm,
Is offer education,
mhm,
job training,
mhm,
activities that help people improve their skills.
mhm.
Yeah,
So to help them to improve their skills. Okay, so this is one of the ways how we can help them. Okay, very nice. Now let's take a look. Okay, that was really nice and really good to hear. Now, and what type of the skills would you in the future would you like to have? What are some skills that, for example, would you like to have in the future to improve your skills?
improve their skills.
Oh, your skills, your skills. What is something that you would like to have? What type of the skills that would you would like to have to improve, to make it better?
To improve my skills,
So yes, how can you improve your skills? What can you do to improve your skills?
like I'm just practice more.
hmm
Yeah, that's
Practice.
all I can do to improve my skill.
hmm Okay, practice more. Okay, so you want to, and why? Why do you want to practice more? Why?
To practice more, I can improve my skill. Yeah.
hmm Okay. Now let's see. Okay, so this is something. This is something that you can do. Now let's try to read. Okay, this part of the text from here to here.
Is getting very difficult to make ends meet, says Bella right as she pushed her half-empty supermarket trolley round Lido. Three children in a town, the right are working,
Typical
typical
work.
working class family, and although Bella's husband works full time, he doesn't earn enough to pay the bills. The family rely on the state benefits to get by. Recently, people like the rates have been struggling more than usual, resulting from the gradual reduction in benefits or low-income families in the UK. Politicians attribute the need for cuts to economic crisis, but can they really be justified? Cuts to benefits may generate more short-term savings, but they can also give rise to costly long-term problems. So what are the consequences? One obvious result of benefit cuts is increased personal debt, which triggers more stress and can end in job loss. In some cases, the outcome is eviction. In fact, it is believed that bad debt account for a large proportion of the recent surge in homelessness.
Continue. In addition,
In addition, In addition, the widening gap between rich and poor has been brought about by reduced state help. The rationale behind the first welfare state was to provide a fairer community with an acceptable standard of living for everyone. Cut to benefit attack the weakest in society and perpetuate social injustice, leaving millions of families locked into a cycle of poverty. Isn't it our duty to help rather than exclude them? In the supermarket aisles, Bella is choosing a chicken. She goes for the one on the special offer. It's only a small discount, but every penny counts, she says. Every penny does count, which is why we shouldn't cut benefits.
Mhm. Okay, so what do you think? What is important in this text that you read about? Okay, so we have here this text. So what is important in this text that you read about? What is something that can be really important in this text?
Like they was about to cut benefits. Yeah,
Mhm. Cut benefits. Okay, why cutting benefits?
they're not cutting benefits. They just like art. No, less like yeah. They show the pros and cons. I think
And what are some pros and cons of this? Okay, benefits. What are some good and what are some bad things? So what do you think? We have here good things and we have here bad things. What are some good and what are some bad things about this?
the pros is uh is like the process. I think we save government money,
Mm-hmm,
encourage people to work. The cons is right is difficult for poor family.
mm-hmm. Okay, for the poor family. Okay, and we have here paragraph B. Can you please read paragraph B from here to here, and I will scroll down after this.
It's a shocking
That
statistic, but more than 3 million families in the UK live entirely on benefits. Not one family member has a job. Some of these families have been exposed in Benefit Street, a documentary which illustrates what's wrong with the current system and why we definitely need to fight for change. The main things for welfare state is to help provide poor and vulnerable people with basic necessities such as food, housing, and education. But the adults and young people benefit street did not look poor or vulnerable. Many behave irresponsibly, even breaking the law. Perhaps this can be a system which, rather than helping them, is actually stopping them from moving forward. After all, what incentive do they have to find a job? Lavish state handouts could have a generation of lazy people incapable of organizing their lives. Another
lives,
con-
lives.
lives.
Mhm.
Another consideration is the cost. An aging population has result of fewer people paying tax and less money to go around. One consequence of having less money is that we need to spend the money we have more sensibly. We pay for a flat for an employer, while young working people live with their parents because they can't afford to move out. Unemployed people are paid more money when they have more children, while people who work have to think carefully about the cost of enlarging their family beforehand. We need to cut benefits and spend more on supplies that help the whole community.
Services.
Services that help the whole community, such as better roads and schools. The current system has to be a lost generation. People have to become the support rather than enable. And this attitude has to buy the current benefit system.
The benefit system. Okay, so okay, in your opinion, how people can improve their lives? Okay, for example, on Malta, compare Malta and Vietnam. How people can compare their lives? What is something they can do to compare their lives?
Compare their life.
Yes. How people can improve their lives? Okay, for example, how people can improve in Vietnam, and how can okay improve their lives in in on Malta.
Monta.
Yes, on Malta and in Vietnam. Okay, so what do you think you used to live?
How can it be improved?
Mm-hmm.
Like I think in Vietnam, I think like in Monta, like where I don't have to pay for school. Yeah, till year 11. Yeah, so I think in Vietnam this must be the same.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is something that can be insane. Okay, and what do you think? What do you think about where is better situation in your opinion, on Malta or in Vietnam? So what do you think? Where is better situation right now? When you compare
Mm,
these countries, where is better situation in your opinion?
mm, in Monta.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and why? Why do you think so? Why?
Because here I think is first is cheaper
Mm-hmm.
and like it's safer and we don't have to pay money for school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Now write me sentences. Three sentences. What is good and what is bad about Malta, and three sentences. What is good and what is bad about Vietnam in this situation. Okay. So can you try to do that for me, please? Okay.
Good about
What what
Monta in
what is
Vietnam.
good? Okay, what is good and what is bad about this situation on Malta? So you have here, what is something that can be improved on Malta, and what is good in Malta about life?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Bros, in Vietnam, some government supports for poor families and elderly, free or low cost healthcare for low income people. Community and charity organizations help provide extra support. Cons limited financial aid. Most people rely on family support. Healthcare and education costs can still be high. No strong unemployment benefit, making life harder for jobless people.
Mhm.
In
Okay.
Malta, the process strong social welfare system with an unemployment benefit, free healthcare for residents, financial aid for housing, education, and low-income families. Cons, some people may rely too much on benefit instead of working. High cost, high cost of living can still make life difficult. Government spending on benefit can lead to higher taxes.
Okay. Now let's continue. Okay. So we have here this part. Okay. Now can you please read this part of the text?
The number of food banks in the UK has increased alarmingly in recent years as their cost of living has risen steadily and wages have remained static. More and more families are struggling to cope. An unexpected emergency can quickly leave a parent unable to feed their family. Care professionals, such as doctors and social workers, can give people who find themselves in crisis vouchers. These can then be exchanged for food parcels and at a food bank. Food bank volunteers can also offer visitors advice about other useful supplies. Service. Service.
Mhm. Okay. Services. Okay. Now, what do you think about food bank? Okay. Now, it's important to have a food bank in some countries. So, what do you think? Is it important to have big food banks? Okay, so to have storage of the food. So do you think is this important for every country to have? So what do you think?
Um, I don't
So
know about the food bank.
mhm. So is it important
I
to
think in Vietnam we don't have food bank. I think
mhm. Okay, storage food is important to save food. So what do you think about saving
that's
food?
important.
Mhm,
Selling food, selling food.
mhm. Okay, saving food. Okay, so saving food is it important to have okay okay, so is it important to save the food for the future? So what do you think? Is this something that can be really important for people?
Um, Preserving food is important because it's paid by money. In some country, the food is cost high. Yeah, and serving food is a good things.
Mm-hmm,
Don't have any bad things about serving food.
mm-hmm. Okay, and why is that so important for people? What do you think?
Um, because we spend money to buy food, so we need to serve it.
Mm, okay, Now, and what food people should save?
Any food,
Like what? Give me one reason. What type of the food can be saved?
all type of food need to be saved because all type of food need to pay money. Depends on different time. It like depends on how it's like difficult to get, or yeah, like the
Mhm,
seafood is cost higher because need we need a long time to get it. Yeah, so it's higher and it's delicious too.
mhm. Okay. Okay, very nice. Now let's see. Okay, now we have here now, and I want to ask you. Okay, what do you think about saving drinks? Okay, what type of the drinks?
7 drinks.
hmm What drinks, for example, should be saved? Okay, so what do you think?
Water
hmm
or milk because but
Okay.
I think there's not a lot of type of drinks that cost high. And some people still waste some some sweet drink. Yeah,
hmm Okay. And why water? Why did you choose water?
because like I think is not bad for health. The others is bad, so I think we must save water. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Now let's see. Okay, now we finished our class. Okay. Thank you one more time for joining my class and see you tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye bye.